Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automatically post blog updates to Twitter from WordPress. So let's suppose I am a blogger and I want to improve my online presence. For that, I regularly want to post on my social media. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I've used Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this WordPress and Twitter. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever a new post will be created on my WordPress, automatically this will be created as a tweet on my Twitter. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can post the updates from WordPress to Twitter automatically, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing the website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select the classic, and now I'm going to name this workflow as automatically post blog updates to Twitter from WordPress, and now I'm going to select my folder. Now these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as all automations and then simply click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, you will see two boxes will appear in front of me. Here it has appeared. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to automatically post blog updates to Twitter from WordPress, which means whenever there will be new blog post on my WordPress, automatically that will be posted to my Twitter, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new post update on my WordPress, this complete workflow here will get triggered, or whenever I'm going to create a new post on WordPress, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when a post is created on my WordPress and then action says do this, then share that post automatically to my Twitter. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking WordPress, and then in my action application, I will be taking Twitter. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take WordPress, and in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new post published. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and WordPress, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my WordPress with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my WordPress account. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and I have to create the post, but before that I have to make this connection so that I can send the post whatever I have created to my Pabbly Connect workflow, and then we are going to build the connection between Pabbly Connect and Twitter. So here on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I have to go towards the settings and then go towards the WP webhooks and then send data. Now here I have already installed this WP webhooks. On the left hand side where you can see all these options, you can see this plugins, and over here installed plugins, I am going to open this. So over here I am going to search for WP webhook, and here it is. You can see that I have installed this, activated this, and now as soon as I do this much, on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I have to go towards the settings, and from here I have to go towards the WP webhooks. So it will start appearing over there. Now from here what I have to do, it's written that I have to click on this post created. From send data, I have to click on post created. So let's open this first, and then I'm going to write post created. And then we have to do the next step, add webhook URL, add the webhook name, and then you have to copy the webhook URL, paste it in this field, and then add for post create button. So I'm going to follow the same process. I'm going to click on this add webhook URL. I'm going to name this as post to Twitter, and then I'm going to copy and paste the webhook URL which I'm provided in my Pabbly Connect to this field, and then I'm simply going to click on this add for post create. Now after doing this, I have to click on settings link next to add your trigger URL, select post from trigger on selected post type settings. So I'll do the same. I'll click on this add for post create, and from here I have to go towards the three dots, and then I'm going to click on this settings. From here I have to select trigger on selected post type as post as written in the help desk, and then in this trigger on initial post status, I am going to select the status as published. Now I have to do only this much. I simply need to click on save settings. I'll scroll down and then click on the save settings. You will see the settings are saved. We have successfully added the webhook URL, this post to Twitter, to my WordPress from my Pabbly Connect. And now if I go back to Pabbly Connect, I can see this waiting for the webhook response. And under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I will be opening my WordPress and I'm going to create a post, and as soon as I publish the post, I should receive the post response here in this workflow. So for that, I'm going to go towards on the left hand side where you can see all these options. Simply click on this post and then click on this add post. So here this page has appeared in front of me where I'm going to add the post title and the post body as, I have entered the title and the post as Midnight Thoughts When the World Sleep, and then there is this, there is something magical about the quiet hours past midnight. The streets are silent, the phone stops buzzing, and suddenly mind opens up to new ideas. This is my post which I am going to publish, and to do this I am simply going to click on this publish. You will see this post will be published on my WordPress, and as soon as I do this, I am going to capture the same response in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's wait till the post gets published. And here it is, post published. I'm going to click on this view post. Let's open this, and here it is. We have successfully published this post. I'm going to go back towards my workflow and check whether I have received this response there or not. And here it is. We can see that 6 seconds ago we have captured the response. So here we have received all the details. We have received the post title, then the status is published, and then we have received the post content. This is the post content, and then we have received this perma link. So I'm going to open this perma link. I'm going to copy and paste it in a new tab, and you will see this will be the same post. So this is the same post. Now with the help of this perma link only, we are going to automate the post update from WordPress to Twitter. So here, as soon as I have created the post, I have received that response here in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Pabbly Connect and WordPress, that is successful. And now whenever I am going to receive a new post, whenever a new post will be created in WordPress, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever I create a new post on WordPress, I want to share that to my Twitter also. So then in my action application, I am going to search for Twitter. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as create tweet and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with X. I have to enter the client ID and the client secret. So I'm going to follow the help desk given below this field. I'm going to click on the hyperlink of this learn more, and I will be redirected towards this Twitter Pabbly support page. I will scroll down and then I have this option, this hyperlink again, which is developer.twitter.com. I'm going to open this hyperlink and I will be landed towards the developer portal page. On the right hand side top corner, you can see this developer portal. You have to open this. So here I have already created an application which I'm going to open, and then I'm going to go towards the keys and tokens, and if I scroll down you can see that I'm provided with a client ID, and then to get this client secret I have to regenerate it. So I'm going to click on this regenerate. Yes, regenerate. I'm going to copy the client secret and then I'm going to copy this client ID to my Pabbly Connect workflow quickly. So here I have entered the client ID and the client secret. Now I'm simply going to click on this save and you will see Twitter will be connected. I have to enter the credentials also. I'm going to authorize the application. And here Twitter is connected with Pabbly Connect. As I have already logged in, I need not enter the credentials again and again. So you can do this too because your data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. We have connected Twitter to Pabbly Connect and now we are going to enter these details. So first we have this message and then we have this quote tweet ID, which is not a required field, and then this direct message deep link, which is not a required field. The required field is message, and I am going to create the body of the tweet which I am going to post in this particular field. I'm going to write it as, so here I have entered the message as new blog alert. We just published. I'm going to enter the title and then I'm going to enter the link, the perma link which we have received in the response. But I'm not going to enter any of these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from WordPress, and when I click on this field, I can see this WordPress. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. Now here I'm going to enter the title as this midnight thoughts when the world sleeps. So we just published this, and then I'm going to enter the link, and in the link I'm going to enter the perma link. So now over here mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. I'm going to skip the quote tweet ID and this because these fields are not required one. I simply want to create a post and send the post link from my WordPress to my Twitter. So I have entered the message. Now I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and let's wait for the response, and we have received the response. This post has been created on my Twitter. I'm quickly going to open my Twitter and check whether it is there or not. So here I'm going to refresh this page once. And here we can see just 23 seconds ago we have created this post. If I click on this perma link, let me see if it takes me to the blog page or not, and here it is taking me to this page. So here this is the same exact tweet which we have created, and we have added that over here in my Twitter. So now to summarize, we took WordPress as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We created a new post on WordPress and then we want to share that to my Twitter. So I made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered all the required details, and then executed this workflow and then created the tweet on my Twitter. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between WordPress and Twitter with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.